Okay, hello, and welcome to today's video, which is also my debut video. In today's video, we are going to be drawing the mascot for my new art channel, which is where this video is at. I have, let's see, I have these characters. Oh, they're the same character, but I did a poll on my DeviantArt account of who would be my better mascot and a variety of characters to choose from, and no surprise really, the one that has my username, Cattensu, won the poll. So that since I want to be more known for dragons, it kind of seems weird to have a mascot that's a fox, or technically a jackal, even if she's a multi-tailed jackal with horns. So I brought up this other design that I did a couple years ago of her, and I thought, why not try drawing her as a dragon and see how it goes. So that's what we're doing today. So let's get back to the art program. There we go. And get to work. So, there it is. Okay. Percy? Get. I apologize if you hear kitties. I have them in the room with me, and they think they own everything, so I may occasionally have to scold some of them. Alright, so general idea for this little one is something similar to the quadruped picture I did of her back in 2019 when she had the wings. So I am tempted to lean into her being able to be both quadruped and biped. So, and also having the two tails. So we'll just see which and what all sort of works for her. Go ahead and draw her some wings. The cat playing with a spinny ball. Don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but if you can, yeah, that's just Penny, it looks like, playing with a spinny ball. And kind of want her to have two tails, since she already has two tails in our most up-to-date form. So, don't know if I want them to just split off from the end or what. But we'll figure it out. Zoom in a little bit and sort of work on her face. I guess that's an important thing. So, let's see. There we go. Go with the sort of typical mouth and snout that I draw for my dragons, because again, sort of makes sense that my mascot be one of the things that I draw the most. And what, you know, I kind of want my my stuff to be recognized for, is drawing cute little dragons. Though, granted, most of my dragons are quadruped. I decide if I want her to be fluffy or not. Give her big ears, because might as well. She has them. And I do draw dragons with ears quite a bit, so that's not really a stretch. Actually, I had a character that she was going up against named Holly, who was kind of my original mascot. Interestingly enough, Holly, despite being a dragon, didn't like get a lot of likes or votes. She got 1 vote out of all of them, which, you know, it's fine. Holly has found other places where she sort of lives. Namely, she's been spending the last couple of years as a Digimon, so that works. Let's see. Horns. Let's give her cute little ones. There we go. And I was thinking about giving her a second pair of wings. Maybe something a little bit smaller, of course. It just means drawing more feathers, which, not sure if it's the right choice for me, but I don't know. If I end up making her not fluffy, then it'd be fine, but I am leaning towards making her fluffy. The whole concept of her having bat wings with fur just doesn't work for me. It just, no. That's just not something that I think matches. Oh Lord. What are you doing? There you go. Get rid of that dot as well. There you go. Love it when my tablet decides to draw on its own. Percy, are you bullying your sister? Penny, why don't you get someplace that's not in a hole? Let's see. Draw her feet. Yes, Percy. Let's see. Let's what about changing her head shape? Because, well, not head shape, but position. There we go. That looks more interested in stuff rather than sad. I don't want my mascot to look sad. What did that say about me? What you talking about, Percy? Give her some shoulders. There's a kitty cat talking all over the place. Since she's a mascot for an art channel, she needs to definitely have thumbs so she can draw. At least I think so. Maybe I'm just being weird, thinking such a thing, but I think that, so. Let's see. Might look about giving her sex or some accessories. Let's go down here and fix this tail, because I don't like how it looks. And give her a thicker tail. Try to figure out how to do this, because I, again, kind of wanted to split at the end. I guess that'll do. Does that look silly? I don't know. We'll see. She is rather close to the edge there. Let's pull her forward. There we go. Center her. Alright. Let's look about shifting these eyes. And I know the yellow might be a strange choice to draw in, but it just works for me. It works well on this gray background, which I use because it's easier on my eyes. Alrighty. I think she looks pretty cute. Now let's look about giving her some other adornments, like fluff, because again, might as well. Don't think I'm gonna give her the shoulder fluff that she had in her 2019 design. It's just not really doing it for me. Don't know if I want her fluff to go all the way down, but we'll see. I actually just stop it like right there, because I think that's cute. Maybe we'll see. I say that a lot apparently. Now accessories. What's sort of an art-themed accessory? I probably should have looked up some reference for something. We'll figure that out in a minute. Nothing else. I can always just give her like a satchel with a pen and paper in it. Not that I draw on pen and paper. Of course, why did she have to really be an art-themed one? Give her the bandana. That is something she has that I think I can probably make work. I'm going to do this on another layer though, just in case I decide that I don't like it. It's easier to edit. Let's see, it was sort of right about there. And draw a bow. Mama, why are you digging on the door? I don't want to have to edit all of the noises you guys make out of the video, so stop. There you go, that looks pretty cute. What else? I guess really that's basically it. I can work on getting her markings and stuff. No, let's go here and fix the hair. So, get the eraser, Amanda. Why is the eraser that? Oh, it's the needed eraser. No, I want hard. I want it to come off clear and concise. There we go. And now go back to drawing. Oops. And like a break right there. And there we go. May not have been necessary really, but anyways. Makes me feel better that I took the bandana actually into account for her hair and parted it. Alrighty, yeah, I guess let's work on markings. Or it's better at just to start lining it. Markings are oftentimes easier to do once it's been lined, so give me some black line, or maybe I should do like an off color line. If I knew exactly what color I was going to make her, I would do that, but I am going to try the other things. I might end up actually going and sticking with her very earth tone colors, but I also have these colors, which are quite nice. All of these, which I can choose from. And then these. which I might blend her current coloration in with some of those. So since I don't know what color I don't know what color I exactly want her to be, I'm just gonna go with black lines. Because I do like my nice bold black lines. And it comes from me learning to draw from copying coloring books. So I have a very coloring book-esque style. At least I feel I do. Y'all can tell me what you think. And whether or not you think my art style is coloring booky or not. Do I want that little squiggly? No. There we go. Make it a little less noticeable. It's still there, but not as big as it would be on like Spyro or somebody. Okay, let's get this eye. Get it nice and worked out. Nope. Alright, real quick. Save. Always save. The more you save, the better you are at not having to redo something because your computer crashes and you didn't save your progress after 10 minutes because you're like, it's only been 10 minutes, it should be fine. I haven't gotten into anything major. Yeah, I learned that our lesson the hard way the other day, so save. The more often, the better. Alright, up am I ranting about saving. Penny, do not step on my laptop keyboard. I'm recording my audio on it, and I do not want you to mess up my audio, because that would be annoying. There you go. She's got big, expressive eyes. Don't usually do this, but go ahead and put in the white. That way I don't have to go back and do it. Well, by white I mean the highlight. Because, yeah, my highlights are always on the same layer as my line art. I find that easier. Don't know why, but I do. Let's give her some teeth. Because what kind of mouth does she have if she doesn't have teeth? Let's see. 3 and 4. And a tongue. There we go. And yeah, that looks good, I think. Get her big floppy ears in here. Not that they're actually floppy, but they're not exactly pointed either. They're sideways. And they're kind of hanging back. Yeah, we don't need to have that such a bold line, thank you. There we go. That line's a little bit jiggly. I don't want jiggly lines, thank you. I like straight lines. Let's go in here and fix that. If you bite my laptop, you're gonna get in trouble. There we go. That looks good. Now, let's go down here. Do her neck. Penny, do not bite that. Trying to figure out exactly placement of her neck thanks to this bandana and the fluff. It's a little bit confusing. There we go. I think that looks good. cruddy. There we go. That'll do. There we go. That looks good. At least I think. It's also pretty easy to please when it comes to, well, some things. When it comes to some parts of my art, I'm like, ugh, it's the worst thing ever. I don't want to look at it. Which is why I don't draw humans much. Because I don't like how they look when I draw them. Which is something I need to get better at, because I'm limiting myself in not drawing humans, and I know that. But I don't like how they look. So, alright, let's get this paw in. Alright. And go ahead and get our belly. Get that leg. I do very simple lines. Again, I train myself to draw using coloring books and copying the images out of them, so bold, easy to follow lines. They don't have to be super complex. They just have to get the point across. And I can do more detail if I wanted to, but I like cartoon. I like the stylized. I do not like that. These, eek. There we go. It's an interesting way of describing it. I'm gonna, ick. I have no words. It's just ick. All right, there we go. There's the toes done. Let's add a little bit of like weight to those feet. Do that. I could actually add more weight by adding pressure lines. Basically, I square off the end of the toe, so it looks like she's actually putting pressure on them, which I might do. And something new that I've started doing, and you know, it does add a little bit of something to it, but in this case, I think I'm just gonna fix this toe because this toe looked weird anyways. Yeah, we can zoom in a little bit better. Get in there. The closer the better. It's easier to... There we go. That looks somewhat better. There we go. Alright, I guess let's get to these feathers. They're pretty simple feathers, so it shouldn't be an issue. And her ear is in the way for most of it, so I don't actually have to draw the entire wing up there, so that's nice. Thank you, ear, for being lovely and in the way. Ugh. Yeah, this is gonna be where I really have to redo stuff over and over again, because feathers are, they're not hard, but they're also not easy. Feathers are weird in that fact. They're just like there, and it can be kind of obnoxious. Did I pronounce that correctly? Obnoxious. There we go. There. I'm not gonna give her really any weird wings. Because I've done that before where I have wings that are like squared off. Which, I mean, look good, but I think in her case, more rounded wings is fine. She's definitely not seagull, so she doesn't need seagull style wings. Alright, put in the fluff. There we go. And just a sort of indication that they fold down like there. Trying to figure out how best to draw this wing, since now there's ear and fluff and everything else in the way. So I guess just the line to indicate that it's there. It exists. Don't like is where it's at though. So there we go. And there. Did not want to have to go over and pass through one of my other lines, but it was necessary. Alrighty. Now let's draw the second wing, or third wing, I guess, whose partner we do not see because it's on the other side, and I'm not going to try to figure out how to incorporate it, so that's just how it is. There we go. I think that'll do. No, I did not mean to click that so many times to get the color fluff. Oi, words. The color picker to pop up. Let's get here. There we go. Recording is still going. Very good. Let's cut down. Not cut down, but oh, that fluff. Ooh, hold on. I see a thing that I need to erase, because if I don't erase it now, I might forget it, and then have to erase it later, and then be like, why didn't I erase that to begin with? And just be irked with myself, so there. And get the tail. Come on, tail. Let's get you drawn. And that's super thick. I don't like how thick that ended up being. That's a big no for me. Thank you very much. There we go. Nope. Nope. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Alright. And there she is. Still not sure about the double tails. I'm still trying to decide on that. Let's thicken those eyes up a little bit. There we go. And I just have to basically do like that, I guess. No, that looks hideous. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Here, questioning my life choices. I like the tail, but yet I don't like the tail. I gotta deal with that conundrum. I don't know if it's because of the fact that I have them going basically in the same direction, so it's sort of like, why are they actually separated or what? So let's try doing what I do usually when I draw a Blazel, which is have one tail go one direction, the other one go the other. Almost like a mermaid tail. There we go. Yeah, that's better. And to give that one a little bit more weight, let's first cut off the tip. Goodbye, tip. You no longer exist. Go up. Go up there just a little bit with that. And there we go. Now, the tail has a bit of a curve to it. And you can see the underside of it. Alrighty. Let's clean up that a little bit. It's a mess. I don't like it. You're making it worse, Amanda. Stop. Stop by your head. Alright. And let's clean that up. There we go. Maybe add a couple more feathers with, you know, the actual color pin, Amanda, not the transparent one. There we go. And go ahead and save again. Something that would look better is if I did like that. And there we go. Avoid straight lines if you can, I guess. I don't know, it's just the way I do things and it works out for me, so yeah. I like her, she's cute. I gotta do the black in her eyes again since I accidentally erased them using the back button. The undo. Nope. Yeah, no, it's... There we go. With ease. Super zoomed in. Alright, let's make a new layer and get our colors going. And I'm gonna start with this one. I need to shrink down a lot because it's way too big. It's gonna take up way too much on the screen. There we go. So let's get her eyes, because I don't think I'm gonna end up changing the color of her eyes. They're gonna be brown, because she is sort of representing me, and my eyes are brown. So brown eyes it is. Let's get in there and fill in the gaps. The only problem with the way I draw is I get gaps. Of course, everybody should, I think, get gaps, so it's not necessarily a me thing, it's just digital art in general. Okay, and do that. And that. Do a little bit of lightning. Go up in here and the darker one. And then darken. And then we need to do this with the actual iris. And get the lightest color. And then the darkest color. Which we basically already had. Let's see if I can do that again. There we go. Barely noticeable, so let's just go at a slightly darker one than the actual color will. There we go. There are her eyes done. Now, again, I don't know if I'm going to actually stick with this as her actual coloration. And I should probably just go with like some random color. Usually I go with red to put in the markings and make sure I don't... I've gotten all the gaps picked out, so maybe I should do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Go with red. We'll go with something that's not like horrid blood red, because yikes, that hurts my eyes. And honestly, it would probably be obnoxious for you guys. I mean, I deal with it because it makes it easy, but it's not always the nicest color to have to go with. See, I could do multiple clicks to fill in extra gaps, but I'm gonna have to do that with every color, so I might as well just stick with a single click for the most part, because I am still mentally thinking about the other sort of art style and programs I've used in the past. That's what I'm trying to talk about. The other programs I've used were a little more intuitive. Well, not that Clip Studio isn't intuitive, but there were no gaps. The tool in Clip Studio's predecessor, Mango Studio, was clean. It was precise. It was perfect. It was, I loved it. But it isn't that way anymore, so. And I could put Mango Studio on here, but I have Clip Studio, so I might as well just use Clip Studio. And since I do draw a lot on my Samsung Galaxy tablet with Clip Studio, I might as well just make sure that I know how to use it in all formats, rather than only sort of kind of knowing how to use it. So it's better that way. At least I feel. Get her markings in. Try to get them as filled in as I can so that they're easier later on. Let's see, she has eyebrows, or not eyebrows, but like dots on her brows, and she has like a circle with a dot in the middle. That dot is not even. There we go. That's better. This color combination is actually quite nice. Go with this version. She has just the broad stroke on the back of her head, where the other one has that, and I prefer that. That comes from technically another version that is mostly white with gray. It's also where the polka dots come from. So, do I want her to have the freckles? I don't think I do. Kind of want to just stick with something simple. Let's get the ears though, because they're necessary. Oops, that ear is not selected. There we go. Use the proper tool. Go. Oops. My backspace is my friend. Yeah, do stripes on the ears. This needs to be lowered down, honestly. There we go. know if I want to keep them or not really, but we'll see. Go ahead and I guess keep with her markings of sorts, but I'm gonna go with the stripes like the other version has, not this version, because those spots are cute, but would be a pain. Let's go ahead and finish selecting everything. That way I don't have to do it again later. There we go. And let's see. Yep. So it's kind of hard to tell with the other version because she's wearing a jacket, which this one's not going to be wearing. But pretty sure that she would have had like a stripe right there, because I've only ever drawn that one picture of that version. And she has 2 stripes on her haunches. So, there we go. And her feet have a ring on them, kind of like a sock. But they have a regular sock, and then there's that. Very much like this one. And do the same with front paws as well. There we go. Now the tail has a few stripes on it. And do like that. And it has the same sock-like marking, only in reverse, so the dark end is the big end. Let's put... That's not a closed gap. It's always nice when you find a broken gap. Why I don't use vector, because I cannot figure out how to keep the vector gaps closed. Alrighty. And I guess for good measure, put maybe right there? No. She doesn't need one on her side. Okay. So let's pick another color. Go with like a blue, something that goes well with the yellow and the orange. They don't completely until they just are garish and hideous and make you want to run away. Actually, go ahead and get the color that is that, and go up a little bit on that side. And it... There we go. And then... do like that. There we go. That looks pretty cute. At least I think. Here. Oops, hold on. Let's not fill that in quite yet, because we still got a gap right there. There. Now we can fill it in. Now the feet. There we go. And we have a final stripe that I need to put in right around here. There we go. And get her main body markings outlined. Her horns, we'll go with sort of like a off black gray color. Let's go ahead and get those in. Go with a lighter blue for her mane, just again to sketch it out in a way. So I know which parts I need to color as her mane, and what parts are like her wing and stuff. And wing, we'll make pink. Oh, that's a horrible pink. Ugh, get away. I don't like that shade. Sort of a rose color, and I made a mistake. There we go. Easy fix. Luckily I caught it. Yeah. Problem with the way that I do the color dropper is if you're not careful, you can accidentally hit the line art, and it will color under the line art. Which, I mean, if you do like that, it's not colored under the line art at the moment, which is a good thing, because it means that the line art will appear just perfectly black. And if I need to fix that, and for some reason something's boogered, I can click on it with another shade of black, and it'll clear itself up and be beautiful and crisp. For a pink tone, because, you know, I like natural colors. You can't tell by her standard coloration. She's not exactly odd looking coloration wise. She's very earth tony. Just fill in that nose. There we go. And now the teeth. Which, go, and let's go ahead and grab that, shrink it down, and fill in that gap. There we go. Yay. She's gloriously horrible looking. Alright, so color choices. I have these. I have those. And that one's basically this palette already. This one's not bad. I think I'm gonna try this one. So, sort of zoom in. Doesn't really need to be zoomed in, but so maybe, yeah, I'm gonna have to have another color for like the fur. Yeah, this can be her horns and markings, maybe, or maybe just her horns. This color for, no, what? I'm going to do a mix because I really like this shade. I don't know why, and she's been this color for forever. Her entire inception, she's been this sort of taupe color. I mean, I could make it a little more taupey and add a little bit of orange to it. There we go. Just a little bit brighter. If that makes any sense, but yeah. Fill in that. That is the only problem with this program that I have is the fact that if you have jagged edges, which when you draw characters with lots of fur texture, you end up with edges. You have to go back in and refill the edges yourself, which, you know, is all well and good, but also can be annoying sometimes. So and let's do that. There we go. All right, and let's grab this color for yeah, not her mane. It's too dark for her underbelly. It basically matches her fur color, so that's not gonna work, because if I do that, it's gonna end up being like blending in, it's just gonna be annoying, so I guess for the most part I'm just gonna go with her almost existing color, so this is a slightly different shade, I think. And then just sort of add on to them with other colors for like the wings and whatnot. Again, wasn't sure if I was gonna play around with colors really or just end up sticking with our actual colors, and it kind of looks like I'm just gonna stick with our actual colors. Though I am gonna need a color for the scarf because she doesn't have one. Unless I go with the blue that she has in the other drawing, which again I could do. Let's zoom in here and get this color. There we go. And it does suit me. I am a very earth tony person, again. So, and if she's supposed to represent me, it sort of makes sense that my representation kind of matches me, so. I mean, in this case, I could go with a sort of peachy color for like her mane. That's actually kind of cute. It's a little bit different. I think it might actually blend in a little bit better than the gray. And then the gray. Oop, hold on. I just realized I forgot her ears. Her ears are still the same color. They're too yellow and hideous. There we go. Now, the wings are sort of this weird off silver color. Yeah, it's not really weird, but I could make them actually this color instead. And yeah, I think I actually like that a little bit better because it's a little, stands out a little bit more from her underbelly color. There you go. And then it's just the bandana. So, we'll see what this color looks like since it's here. Probably a little bit too muted. Because although I do prefer muted colors, I am also an artist and I do like bright colors. Oops, there we go. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the blue that's over here. It's on the other image. There we go. There we go. Yeah. It goes well with her coloration, so it works. And I guess I should probably do a little bit of, why are you up? Go away. Shading. Which, shading is very simple for me. This is why I got a keyboard that I can keep closer to me than my actual keyboard. Because doing shading, I do basically blocking. There we go. I block all that out. Everything is as it should be. And then go to invert. And just go with this. Go with this color, I guess. It's there. And maybe level 20. Then you go and start blocking it out. Lower the opacity. Actually, make that a little more yellow. Yeah, looks better. But I'm also going to start over with the shading. Get rid of that. Also, save. Save your work. Save your work. Or else you'll regret it when you don't save your work. There you go. And do some general blocking as light. I mean, it's sort of coming from a offside a little bit based on where I have the highlight, but generally I try to do my best to keep the lighting in line, which if you have multiple sources, like in the last picture I did, that can be difficult. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of a fur texture. Go back to like a 12 for more detailed areas like that. And in case you want to know what brushes I'm using, pretty sure the G pen is literally a brush that came with it. I changed the settings a tiny bit to get it as far away from having fragmentation in the pixels as I could. So it's close to the pen that I loved so much in Manga Studio. But yeah, just a standard pen. I'm a basic person. I do, when doing like scenery and stuff, use like brushes that are made by other people, but I've never made brushes. I don't have my own. I wouldn't know where to begin to start trying to figure out how to make my own. But anyways, because I am, again, pretty simple. I will probably end up using a custom one that I found on the Manga Studio Assets shop, whatever it's called. That it's called Finger. What's it? Finger Blur? Fingertip. Because it's good for getting sort of a furry texture when blending. If I blend. Okay. Alright, for some reason the head is not where it should be. Oh, but the selection screwed up, I guess I should say. Put it that way and it might make more sense. So I'm gonna have to figure that part out, because that's annoying. I have to just shade everything else first and then go back to that, I guess. Tell it to invert. And then I can shade in there, but then I can also shade outside it, so sort of just an annoyance. But anyways. Do some big block shading. There you go. Get up there. See, I got outside the lines. It's annoying. It happens. Sometimes your tools misbehave and you still gotta finish your work, so... Oh, I forgot to do right here. Let's bring... my picture up again. Hello, giant picture that's very pixelated. Go away. And then you have what I just did, which was a mistake. Oh, that's almost the same color. Let's make that a little bit richer then. And maybe a bit darker. It's too dark. Go back to the gray. Okay, there we go. Alright. If you ever do this, just... there you go. Do that. Alright, now since I had to exit out anyways, let's see if I can select this without getting the head and stuff selected. I don't know how that happened, but possibly right there. And there we go. There we go. Now everything's selected the way it should be selected. Now I can invert the selection. And everything should behave itself. Good. Very good. Alright, now go back to that being a multiply and turn the opacity down. Which I will probably turn down further at some point, but for now, it's good at 64. The opacity level really depends on if you got a lot of hard lights going on or something. If you don't, then you can have lighter shadows. If you do have hard lights, then you're gonna want harder shadows. So, deeper ones. Okay, there we go. Didn't really have to do that, but oh well. I'm still teaching myself to not have to draw everything. Just realized that I can actually do like that. And then use the pen tool. Oh, that didn't work. Because the colors are too similar? Possibly. So, on this, I might have to go deeper. I know that happens sometimes. Even though separate layers, if a color is similar enough, it'll still want to bleed through. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? That's illegal. I didn't give you permission to do that. That's not how layers work. Or at least it shouldn't be. There we go. Smooth that line out. Where'd you go? Oh lord. I jumped off ship. There we go. Let's try that again and see. Yep, it's just the fact that they're too similar apparently. Okay, well, duly noted. Let's get her brows and face going. I always go too big and then I erase down because that way I can get the amount of shading that I want. And whatnot. And the sort of general shape I want. There we go. And I may or may not blend the shading in to sort of smooth it out and make it look less hard-edged. Depends on my mood. Sometimes I like hard edges and sometimes I don't. It also depends on if I got edges that look stupid, in my opinion, and removing the hard edge may make it look less dumb. That's not usually always the case, though. Sometimes I'm just lying to myself and thinking, yeah, it'll look better if I smooth it out, and then I'm like, does it really? I don't know. I've already smoothed it out, and I can't really undo it now, so just life. Anyways, I'm gonna remember to make a copy of the layer before I edit it. So if I decide I'm not sure if it looks better or not, I can go back and forth between the two and decide which is the better layer and the better shading for said image. But until then, I'll just agonize over it. And again, I don't know if I'm going to blend this one or not. I think I am, but I may change my mind. There we go. Add a bit of more of a 3D look to it with having it come up behind the snout right there a little bit. I'll do that. Go. Do the mouth and the teeth. Probably make the or smaller for the teeth, but that's okay. I managed to do it without making it smaller, so all is good. We'll make it a little bit smaller for doing this. Nope, that looks stupid. It's one of those occasions where it's like, yeah, it's a great idea, and then you're like, no, it wasn't. Stop trying. Nope, still not looking good, so we will abandon that attempt at whatever that was. Yes, me thinking that, I can shade something and look good. No, you specifically cannot. Not in that way, anyways. Alrighty, and fill that in. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other line right there. That looks good. To go over here and pull this one down just a tiny bit. And change pose. Don't know why it zoomed in when I did that. I think my tablet's a little bit wonky sometimes. Let's fix this. Which, those colors are very similar, so it's probably gonna get mad at me for try to do that. Yep. No doing that. Those cases where you're just gonna have to manually fix that color. I was thinking about leaving it, but no, I don't like the way it looks. Yeah, it looks dumb. So there we go. If something looks dumb, I'm not keeping it. Because I will never not notice the fact that it looks dumb and keep on being generally irked by it. And I don't want to be generally irked by things. Because what's the fun in that? No, unless you are seeking something out to specifically be irked by for some reason. Which, I mean, I guess you're right. There we go. And one thing I need to do is, there we go. I didn't give her any line work right there, but it still exists in my heart. Alright, and let's go down here. Oop. Let's get those toes. There we go. Maybe fill in that space just a tiny bit. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Sort of do a secondary line to, you know, help show folds. These folds are important. You know how that works. I see those colors are so similar that it just went ahead and filled that in, which, you know, it's fine. I can just carve out the highlights that I wanted to put in there anyways. Which, in some cases, when I'm specifically knowing that I'm going to use a blending tool for line art, I do that. I just broad scale the entire piece in the shading color and then carve out the highlights. Sometimes that just works better. Not always, but sometimes. And because there have been occasions where I get like halfway through carving out highlights and then I'll be like, I don't like how this is looking. Just trash it all and start over doing it this way. It really depends on my mood. Not sure what I'm doing with these shadows. They exist and they're doing their own thing. Let's go over here. Sort of add feathery shape. There we go. There. That makes a little more sense, I think, so. Okay. And on this wing, just do a bit of blocking in. Nothing fancy. Good Lord, Merlin. The dog is making noise. I don't know if y'all can hear him or not, but he's rolling around and snorting. And huffing and puffing. Go. Don't know if that looks good or not. Usually when I do that, I decide to just smooth it out, which is exactly what I'm gonna end up doing. Because I don't like it. I don't like jagged edges that make no sense. I know that she's got feathery wings, but it's not connecting to anything. It's not correlating. It's just there and it's ugh. So, all right. There you go. Sort of just go like that. All right. Do like that. Make sure, again, everything's still recording. Yes, it is. Hopefully, the audio sounds fine. I don't know if I'm using my filters or not, which may be problematic. But if I'm not, then I will just record audio again, just separately. Well, I mean, I'm doing it separately anyways. It's not connected to the video at all, but not while I'm working. I don't know. Might be better audio. It is gonna be a long video and I have to edit some stuff out. If I don't speed up the video, which I think I will, because I mean, I'm not doing anything that's specifically like jaw-dropping or revolutionary. I'm literally just scribbling. My technique for getting like smooth lines and shading and stuff is just what it is. It's literally the same way you would kind of do it in a coloring book if you were doing it in a coloring book. Only, yeah, a bit smoother because digital. Nope. That's there, and then have it go down further because distance is a thing. See, that looks good. You get a lot of like perspective and stuff out of things if you take into account distance and curves. There we go. All right. That hip. Do that. And then fill it in. There, back him up a little bit. There we go. Round that out. Never like when I have sharp curves on a place that is generally rounded. I mean, it works here because of the wing. It irks me a little bit. I want to smooth it, but it makes sense because of the wing, but yeah, that works better. It appeases me. Go. Go. Let's see. I think for the most part that just leaves that last little bit of fluff right there and the tails. Or tail. Since it's one base and then splits into separate. Not really trunks, but you know, ends. Because the trunk is technically, I guess, the part that connects to the body. It's one trunk, two tips. And I'm going to do that. There we go. Let's do that again. That, and the tail in full sight so I can get it better. There we go. Come around. Yep, right there. Also get right there. But do it better. There we go. And that. And like that. All right. Let's crop the image. There we go. Yeah, and I like her. Now we have Cattensu, possibly his new form. I mean, if they got into the trouble of making it, I will definitely be doing my best to utilizing it. Because, you know, what's the point in making something if you don't utilize it? Says the person has way too many designs and characters that she's made over the years that she doesn't do anything with. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a great day. Be safe. And I'll be seeing you. Bye-bye.